Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully we are now live on YouTube this evening for a bit more of a chilled stream than earlier, man. And if... Are we good? Okay, I think we're good now. It was flashing up some errors there for him. Like, the plan is for the free-to-play, because I don't have, like, that much time to grind this weekend, to make a big head start kind of today and tomorrow, and then just run, like, I've got 4 teams that can do an infinite streak at the moment, so I'm just going to run that throughout the weekend, man, and hopefully I should find quite a few intervals just to quickly get some matches in. And if I can do that, man, then we can Awaken Darkhawk, and it's going to be a really, really good time. But if we at least go for the grind on the first round, then even if we do miss Awakening him, because we're still in the intermediate bracket, we do have the second round that could be available to us. You have Darkhawk, dude. If you don't have Darkhawk Awakened, man, you definitely want to make sure you grind out for him. He's an absolute friggin' titan, mate. So good. So I can't wait to hopefully awaken him and take him up to rank 5 at some point in the near future, man. That'd be really, really good. How am I doing? I'm doing much better after that free-to-play live stream earlier, man, for sure. Should I awaken my 4-star Scarlet Witch or my 4-star Star-Lord? Damn, dude. That's a position to be in. I would, if you want face roll easy time, then Scarlet Witch. If you want your big old damaged truck, if you can play very, very well, then Star-Lord. If I had to pick one of the two, I think I was in a similar decision on WhaleMilker3000, and I think I went for Scarlet Witch. But there are some reasons to go for Star-Lord as well, depending on like what you're trying to do next or what you need. There's arguments for both, mate. Neither is a bad option, though. While I do a 6.2 guide, I'm going to do a completion guide fairly shortly for it, Stanley. So I might do it later today, or maybe at some point tomorrow. So we're going to have to see on that one, man. But I do want to do a completion one. 100%. It won't be for a while, dude. Already walked back the champion nerves just about there, Kyle. They really hit me hard, man. I don't know what went on there, but it was you know, it's good to get down on WhaleMilker, man, because it was seeming very, very bleak at certain points. But I'm glad that we managed to recover and get him down. So yeah, onwards and upwards, bro. We need to get that champion down now on a 3rd account, WhaleMilker3000, and hopefully by that time I know how to dex his special one a little bit more reliably from range and kind of, you know, go in and weave in between it. So yeah, I just need to do a little bit more practice on that and some research and all of that fun stuff. Pardon me there. I already have a 3-star Awakened Darkhawk. He's surely a Beyond God tier champion. I think he's a solid God tier. I don't think he's Beyond God tier. But, you know, it's subjective opinion, really. That's the tier list at the end of the day. So for certain scenarios and matchups, man, he could definitely be classified as Beyond God tier. But he's very fun to play, man. Very, very fun to play as well. I love Darkhawk, man. You've got some mad damage once you get into that special 3 mode as well. Oh, what are the cutoff predictions? I do need to predict those, actually. I don't know. It's been such a long time since I've been in the veteran bracket looking at Arena. So I'm not really the go-to guy for cutoff predictions. I'd say just like YouTube crafty grinding. And he's probably got some ones that are substantially more accurate than whatever I could throw out off the top of my head at the moment. So yeah, I definitely advise doing that. Crafty grinding, he's the go-to source for Arena cutoff stuff. How much do I think 5-star Medusa goes for? Well, considering that it's only 150 and she's still like such an insane champion, I think she's going to be quite high. But the 5-star Arena, because there are only 150 people that get the champion, the cutoff can fluctuate so much. I would say that she's probably going to be about 30-40 million, I would imagine. But I don't know, I could be wrong, man. I could be wrong on that one. See, and I've also have 4-star Ven in the Dark. Dude, I love my Ven in the Dark. I've almost got him to level 50 now. He is my first rank 5 champion, so I'm very, very grateful for that. But that 4-star opening that we had earlier this week was absolutely banging, lads. It was just like 4 straight fire champions. Ven in the Dark, Emma Frost. I really can't wait to level up Emma Frost a bit more as well. So I've been doing pardon me, a little bit more Act 4 as well, and we might do some more Act 4 toward the end of the live stream. It's really just for the experience points, man. So we'll get around to it. When is the Colossus buff coming? It's going to be like mid-August, I believe. So not for another like 2 months from now, dude. But there'll probably be like a beta maybe at some point next month if we are lucky for it. So hopefully I can get into that beta and then do some like early Colossus gameplay, and that'd be a really, really good time. But again, we don't really know. I'm hoping to see Colossus and like some more champions buffed as well. That'd be good, man. They usually do them in batches of 2, so hopefully they surprise us with a second one as well. Crafty does good on the veteran bracket predictions, but he's been way off for the other brackets. I think it's been a little bit difficult recently, just because there's been such a huge influx of players that it's always a little bit tricky to tell who is in the, you know, beginner and intermediate brackets. And I know for champions like Namor, man, like they've been quite high, the cutoffs, in comparison to what they usually are. So yeah, there's a lot of very savvy beginners knocking about in the beginner and intermediate brackets at the moment. Remember to collect my coral after 20 fights, Seatin. That is a great shout there, Jackson. Thank you very much, man. Should I rank up my Kingpin? I wouldn't bother with it if you've got better champions, dude. Never thought I'd see you grind an arena on free-to-play. Well, I've got to awaken Darkhawk, man. I really need him awakened for Act 5 completion. And also, he's pretty much my ticket to doing the second chapter of Variant 1, Ultron's Assault. So I've got kind of a rough plan for the other ones, but it's just, yeah, for that very second chapter, the Tekka Mystic one, I don't really have too many options at the moment. So Darkhawk is my go-to guy when we get around to that. Plus double immunities, man. He's going to be so useful for a lot of stuff when it comes to 100% Act 5 as well. So yeah, I am like desperate to get the dude awakened. And no my luck, man, I'm probably going to like awaken him via arena, and then we're going to pull him like, you know, next week or something. It's just going to be bloody typical. But, you know, we'll see what happens, man. Who do I expect for August champions? I have no idea at this point at OPM. I know next month we're going to see, in July, we're going to see Mysterio and Stealth Suit Spider-Man, according to the data mines from Otrix. But after that, I'm not really too sure what to expect. Maybe Mr. Fantastic and like another villain, because they have been like coming pretty fast. So it could be Mr. Fantastic and Doom, but I don't know if that's like too soon. Because, you know, we did have Human Torch and Annihilus, and then it was Avengers Endgame, and boom, Invisible Woman and Namor. So they have been laying on the Fantastic Four champions quite thick recently. But that's not a bad thing, man. That's certainly not a bad thing. I can't wait to see like their full team synergy. I hope there's something really special that it adds to all of the characters with Mr. Fantastic, man. So, fingers crossed that he's going to be an absolute banger. But yeah, we'll see what happens with the full team synergy. And also, what's going to be announced in New York Comic Con this year? That's coming up fairly soon as well, man. We've only got like 3 and a bit months to go. So it's getting around the corner now. Who do I think is more useful Awakened, Blade or Aegon? I would say, or useful Awakened? Yeah, Blade or Aegon. For short bursty fights, I would say Blade in certain matchups, Blade, but Aegon overall, if I had to pick one of them to have, like fully maxed out Awakened, it would be, Aegon. I think he is the better of the 2 champions, but he starts off really weak, so you need to get like above 100 combo hits, and then he starts becoming a pretty ridiculous character. But Aegon is just mad. Even the 4-star can do a really cheap like initial Labyrinth of Legends clear if you've got it maxed out. And we've got a video of KT's run on the channel, all the highlights and stuff, or if you want to see KT's full run for that, KT1, it's just a YouTube search away. It's cut off on 3-star Medusa. I would imagine anything over like 800k is probably going to get you 3-star Medusa pretty easily. Mr. Fantastic basically has the powers of Kamala Khan. Well, dunno, man. I reckon he's going to be pretty good. Fingers crossed. This game, you know, isn't about any sort of real world or fantasy world interaction. It's just about, you know, whatever the developers decide at the toss of a coin, seemingly, how good a champion should be. Because, you know, Ebony Maw, he has some pretty good powers, man, but you don't really see too many of them in this game. Right, let's dodge that one as well. Get back in. Still hasn't evaded us, man. We got pretty lucky on that combo. We get Havoc in a few months for basic as well. Yeah, he's coming out really soon, isn't he? Is it a few months? I think it's a couple of months now, right? Because Darkhawk, I think it's like a month and a half, right? Because after Darkhawk, you had, I think it was Thing, then Diablo. Sorry, my voice is going a little bit, man. He had Thing, then Diablo, and then it was Havoc, and then Mr. Sinister. And then it was Captain Marvel, and then Nick Fury. So yeah, it's not long until Havoc's a basic, man. Dude, if you get Havoc in the beginning bracket, that's GG, man. You've just straight up won the game. But I'd love to... I wouldn't mind a 4-star version of Havoc. If we get a 5-star one, that would be even better out of a basic crystal. See what happens if I get 4-star Darkhawk for a logging crystal. I'm not really banking on it there, Louis, because the chance you get a 4-star from a logging crystal is a little bit on the low side, mate. Even that might be a bit of an understatement, but you know, the chance of getting a 4-star is you know, virtually non-existent. It's so low. I've got a couple in the past, just by some form of miracle, but in the last like year and a bit, haven't got like any 4-stars on like either accounts that I've been playing. So yeah, it's just really low. It's like 1 in 100 or something like that. So, you know, I think Command will add Fat Thor. I think so at some point. They said they do have plans for Thor and Valkyrie. So I'm interested to see when we're going to see both of those champions coming into the game. But yeah, I'm excited, man. Either way, I think it is going to be a post-endgame Thor that, like Gabe said on Twitter. So hopefully it's going to be like a dual-wielding, badass Thor that can absolutely tear everybody apart. That'd be really good to see. What's that? Mr. Sinister comes out late August, and Havoc comes out early August. So yeah, it's not really long to go now till their featured arenas, in all fairness. They are coming around swiftly, man. Mr. Sinister, he's an alright champion to get your hands on, but I think Havoc is definitely the better of those two to pick up. What's that? See, I bet in the Comic-Con comes the announcement of the next Labyrinth of Legends, Multiverse of Legends. Ooh. I don't know, man. There's part of me that would like something like a new Labyrinth, just to test out champions against big beefy bosses. I imagine by the time New York Comic Con comes around, 6.3 will have probably been released the month before, so we'll be looking at 6.4 maybe. But I don't know, man. After that champion fight earlier, I am not super enthusiastic about a new Labyrinth just at the moment, but I'm sure my mind will change in time, I would imagine. But gosh, they are making some very tricky stuff recently for sure. Just finished grinding arena for 4-star Namor Intermediate. Hope 2.5 million is enough. Dude, that is a score to put up. I would hopefully imagine so, but let me know how you get on, man. That's a big score for the Intermediate arena. I reckon you should probably, you know, get top 10, I would imagine, with that. Because it's a struggle to get over like 1 million and a bit, really, for a lot of people in the intermediate bracket. Like, if I was pushing and grinding, man, on WhaleMilker3000, I reckon in that arena, I don't know how much I could get, actually. Might be able to get 2 million if I was lucky. If I grinded, like, all of the time and didn't miss too many rounds or stops. Oh, dude, the Heimball synergy throws me off so much in arena. Just never, you never like properly expect it because it's not an alliance war. So yeah, but luckily we had hella stun there, so that was a pretty good time in the end. Am I going to finish Act 5 on this account? Yeah, definitely. That is one of the goals, man. I want to finish Act 5 ASAP because you get so much T4 CC from doing that. So that's definitely a very big progression point to smash out soon. Yeah, Ashen is right about the intermediate bracket. It's easier to get the featured than the beginner, because 200 people can get it in intermediate and only 50 can get it in beginner. So, more often than not, the cutoffs tend to be slightly higher in the beginner, or about the same. But yeah, again, depends like who's playing on that month. Because generally you get some new whales here and there, and if you're like a massive blubbery whale man, you can just absolutely dominate the beginner and intermediate bracket. Because I think, just a quick question actually, even if you didn't have Cavalier, could you still buy like the Cavalier bundles for new champions? Because I think uncollected people could, but I don't know about the rest of the game, lads. Did anybody that's not uncollected get the Invisible Woman Cavalier bundle, just out of curiosity? Ugh, I can't wait till we get the streak up, man. One more, come on. That's got to do it. Not quite. Do we survive this? I think there's an alright chance of it. He should die from Power Sting, right? Can't save himself. Perfect. Oh, my goodness. KT1. It's still a little bit sore, mate. Still a little bit sore. It hurts to sit down, but it is what it is. Right. Is the lag gone now? I think it has. Nope. It's back again. Right. Okay, guys. 1 second. Let me just go inside. Alright, sorry about that, lads. We just had a bit of an issue, but it's all good. It should hopefully be resolved now. So, fingers crossed, we are good to continue the grind stream this evening. What is up, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Apologies, man. I seem to have a little bit of a tickle in my throat this evening. I'm hoping I'll be able to catch at least one featured champion in the beginner bracket. I'll definitely grab them all in intermediate. Yeah, dude, the beginner bracket ones I found so easy to grind on WhaleMilker, even with a very, very small roster. So it just worked out perfect for me, man. So you just gotta have a little bit of a look into it. We did a guide on grinding 4-star champions as well in the beginner bracket. If you want to check that out on YouTube, dude. Call the stream Legacy. Oh my goodness, Jordan, that is an awful pun, but I do certainly appreciate it, sir. Yo, just pulled a 5-star Cosmic Awakening gem from an epic unstable rift. Gonna use it on Hyperion. That is a great shout there, B-Rabbit. Dude, Hyperion's Awakening ability is so valuable. Like, the more I play Unawakened Hyperion, the more I appreciate his Awakened ability. Because it's so good and it has so much benefit. With the power gain, the Furies, the special 3, it just does so much to enhance his damage and make him so much more of an enjoyable champion to play. You can have a lot more risky gambles with like special 2 stuns and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I love Hyperion's Awakened ability. It's awesome, man. Makes him literally like double the champion. Especially the 5-star one as well, because it's a little bit more stacked than the 4-star version. Has he gotten Darkhawk from the logging calendar? I haven't, but it's most likely going to be a 3-star version, so I'm more interested in the 4-star one. I got one from, what was it? One of the first 4-star crystals on the account? I think it was the first 10 4-stars we managed to get Darkhawk. So it's just a case of like, I really want his Awakened ability, dude, because it is very, very powerful. And I've got a fair amount of signature stones that I can chuck in it as well. Ideally with Darkhawk, you want, you know, Sig 99, but if we can chuck in like 40 or so levels, that's going to be quite useful there. How can one get more coral if I've already done Master and Heroic? It's literally just the objectives and the solo events. That's pretty much it. And logging in as well and doing the other difficulties. You know, there's not too many secret ways to get coral. But I like that they added in a lot more coral via the objectives. Like a really easy one as well, which is like just win 20 fights, man. I thought that was super cool. So I was very glad to see that yesterday, because that gives everybody like one more epic rift, right? If you play your cards right. Well, one and a bit more. Is it 2 more master? Or have I got my math off there? Yeah, I think it's 2 more master and 1 more epic. So yeah, that was a pretty good time, dude. It's a pretty good time. I like this month as for a shorter month. In terms of the side event, I've really liked it, man. The rifts are really, really cool. Can appreciate those. And what else have we had this month? It's been a relatively decent month. Certainly a little bit better than last month, I would say. Because last month just dragged on and on and on and on. And it just never ended. Whereas we've only got like a week and... is it a week and a bit or 2 weeks today? No, it's a week and a bit before the... all the next month stuff is going to start for Mysterio. And probably next week we're going to have a lot of like data mined information going around as well, along with the release of Invisible Woman. So there's been, you know, some good stuff happening most of the time. Ah, very, very nice. Yeah, it's awesome, man. 2.5 more master. I can certainly appreciate it, man. Some great rewards for the free-to-play, for sure. Hey, what is up, Andrew Matthews? Thank you very much for the kind words, dude. Appreciate you tuning in this evening. Which 5-star should I rank? 3 first. Hyperion, Guillotine, Korg, or Emma Frost? Damn, dude. I'd say it's between the Hyperion or the Emma Frost. If, they're both unawakened, I might be a bit tempted to go for the Emma Frost, just because of all of her immunities. But you want to get both of those champions up as fast as you possibly can. So yeah, go for that ASAP, dude. I'm still stuck on Act 3. I'm so underpowered. Well, you know, you probably just need to learn to power and evade, dude. So I'd have a look at some of Dorklesson's videos. If you find yourself stuck on Act 3, you just need to get a handle on the basics of Marvel Contest of Champions. So, you know, take a little bit of time, dude. Just to go back to the drawing board, learn some skills, and then see how you can push forward in various aspects of the game. Right, let's jump back into the arena here. Who do we want to go for next? Bit of Drax, bit of Hyperion, and a bit of... who do we want? Let's have a little bit of a think about this. Hood as well. Let's just bring in... Actually, let's bring in Void for a bit of fun. So we got some tricky matchups to win coming up fairly shortly. But I'm just trying to push the score multiplier as high as I can, boys. That's the plan, so we can break through to the infinite. And then I can grind like 4 casual matchups for the rest of the weekend. Or 4 rounds, should I say. And then hopefully on Sunday evening I'm going to be the proud owner of a 4-star Awaken Darkhawk, man. That's the dream, lads. The dream. Really wish you got the full 20 levels, man. From getting a basic. That'd be really, really good. Should have maybe used the Hyperion for this one. Strax is he's not making too much of a dent here, man. Oh, we're just not getting any crits as well. It's tragic matchup. Look at that, man. I swear we fired off about 20 hits and not got a crit. What is up with this crit resistance? I think Killmonger's got a bit right, but that's mad. Okay, that was just weird, man. That was really weird. We got like no crits on that fight. Whew, I don't know about that one. Seatin, I am at the champion in Act 6, Chapter 2. Have I got any tips on how to get him down? And I've got Symbiote Supreme. Oh, dude, I'm not the guy to ask for good tips at the moment. I have a look at the video of me killing him on Seatin, but aside from that, dude, first phase is a little bit tricky. Symbiote Supreme's really, really good for that, but it's that final 10%, man. Just practice there against Crystal Opening Whale on the leaderboards. He's got a champion. Just keep on practicing there until you can dexterity his special one almost flawlessly. There is like a little tactic to like run in mid special one and then like dex out of the headbutt. But again, I'm not really a good source of knowledge on that at the moment. I can maybe point you in the right direction. I'd have a look at some, Google like the champion Reddit. And I think there are some good videos on how to evade a special one there. But yeah, have a little bit of a look, man. Oh, JR, you know we've got a power on, mate. We've got a power on. This arena isn't going to grind itself at the end of the day. So, just got to, jump back in, mate. Jump back in. That champion fight was, gosh, it was a little bit soul-crushing, dude. A little bit soul-crushing, but we got him down in the end. So, it was an end result. Never grinded a 5-star before. How much will 5-star Medusa go for? I think it is going to be, we were talking about this earlier, dude, because they're only 150. I think it is going to be like 30 to 40 million plus. Because Medusa is still one of the best champions in the game. And there are a lot of people that are after a 5-star Medusa, maybe for Alliance War defense, shutting down robots to get past Mr. Sinister and 6.2. So I'd assume she's going to be a little bit higher. She could even be higher than that, but because there's only 150 people that can get her, it's like, very tough to tell where she's going to fall. Because there's a lot of variance between champions in the 5-star featured. Should I be happy with Mr. Sinister as a first 5-star? He's not too bad, mate. Not too bad. There's certainly a lot of champions that you could have got that would have been much worse than a Sinister. So he's got some ability accuracy reduction. He's okay. So yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all, mate. That's my verdict there. Yeah, there is that really sick one-shot with She-Hulk on Reddit, man. That was really, really well done as well. Did I love that champion fight 3000? Not quite. I wouldn't say it's that high, mate. I wouldn't say it's that high. You win some, you lose some, mate. And sometimes you have to die like 50 times to the champion boss on a live stream. But it's just the way it goes, lad. How do you become uncollected? You've got to defeat the Collector in Act 5, Chapter 2, dude. That's the way to become uncollected. But we've got some guides on that. We've got a recent free-to-play run up on the channel. All of that fun stuff, mate, if you want to have a little bit of a YouTube search. But yeah, same advice to you as well, Godslayer. I'd have a look at the free-to-play uncollected run for 2019. Just need some good rank 4 5 stars and a good understanding of how to evade and how to parry. Oh, this storm's actually quite beefy here. Right, let's dodge that. Going for a 4 combo here, special 2, because you can never really connect to the 5 combo, if I remember, on Captain Marvel. Better safe to go for a 4 combo. Make sure you land the special 2. Oh, it's all good. Thank you very much, Victor. Certainly do appreciate it. What other champions am I thinking of looking into for rank up and gameplay videos? All sorts, mate. Every single one, Riley. As long as it's a semi-alright champion. I love a good rank up and gameplay video, dude. It's always fun to explore and have a look at certain champions and how they're performing in, 2019. Because there are so many champions that I still haven't, visited or, played around with in a good, year or two. It's just mad. There's just a crazy amount of characters in this game. If I was to do a rank up and gameplay video every single day for a new champion, then I wouldn't run out of content for 6 months. It's just mad, mate. Just absolutely mad. Because there's 140, 150 odd. So yeah, maybe it's more on the line of 5 months. But then again, there's probably only 2 to 4 rank up a gameplay videos every single week. Yo, what is up, James? What's next for the free-to-play account? Well, next we are aiming to... I don't know if I'm going to go for Act 5 completion or do a bit of a fun run in Realm of Legends, but Act 5 completion and variant completion are the 2 things that I'm striving toward at the moment. So that's what I'm looking to do, and Awakening my Darkhawk is going to allow me to... have an additional option for some good stuff in Act 5 completion. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, dude. But my Venom the Duck is pretty much the ticket to a lot of the more tricky content that we've got to deal with at the moment. If I can play quite well, because he's really good for the final Ultron in Act 5, and he's also really good for variant. And I don't know, quick question, has anybody used Venom the Duck in the first variant, Ultron's Assault, against some of the Ultron bosses? Does he work for all of them? Does he work for any of them? A little bit curious about the first one. I imagine he would work for the first one if he works on the final Ultron in Act 5, because I've seen some good videos of Venom the Duck taking that Ultron down. Yo, what is up, Pubsy? I'm doing alright, mate. Doing alright. How about yourself, lad? You good today? What's that? Rank up a gameplay video, 5-star Hella. I don't have the resources to do one at the moment, Everett. But as soon as I do, I'd love to, because Hella's very fun to play. But yeah, it's just that Cosmic T4CC, I just don't have any of it at the moment, which is a little bit annoying, man. But it is what it is, and we'll get some in due time, I would imagine. Okay, let's go Ronin, Venom the Duck, and Quake. Ronin's kind of my... what was it? Character that's getting carried a little bit. But we'll give him a good matchup here, the easiest one. Is he going to be able to take Rhino? Rhino's maybe a little bit tricky. I'll give him to Rocket, actually. Even though that... Actually, I should have swapped Quake and Venom the Duck around. But oh well, it's not too much of a problem. Well, I totally missed the parry at the start of that one. Let's go again. Terrible luck opening up so far. We got perfect block chance. Yeah, why not, mate? Ping ping. Oh, beautiful. Such a good takedown, man. I'd love to get Venom the Duck awakened as well. Yeah, I'm really excited to see my what is it, Venom the Duck in variant as well, dude. Even as a 4-star, he should be able to take the majority of it. And if I can learn to play Quake a little bit better as well, then I've got a great little wombo combo there. What's up, Rip93 Ford? Hope you're doing well today, mate. Thank you very much for the second super chat of the day, sir. For tuning into the live stream earlier. Hope you're doing well. 5-star to rank 5, Medusa, Venom the Duck, or Venom all awakened. Oh my goodness, Carlos, that is too much for a question right there. Dunno, depends what you want. I would say out of all of them, I'd probably lean toward Medusa, but there could be some arguments for the other two if you like them. I'll just go with your gut. I go with what you want to play the most, but I can tell you that Medusa is a very, very solid option to have up there. I've had Medusa rank 5 on Seatin and also WhaleMilker 27, the OG one, and I have zero regrets taking Medusa up to rank 5 on either account. She's just an absolute beast, mate. Oh, dude. We're going to have to go for the gamble here, man. Ah, perfect. Super glad he wasn't too trigger happy on that special 3. Because if he was, man, I would have been dead. But at least we wouldn't have lost the streak there. Am I still in the intermediate bracket? I am for, I think it's another like 10 days or something like that. So we've still got, you know, 3 more basic arenas. Got a little bit more time, man. A little bit more time. Okay, what are we moving on to next? So let's go for the champion. Let's go for Aegon. And let's go for Angela. Because there's a triple synergy here. Just benefits every single champion. Angela gets a little bit more fury damage as well, which is a good time. I think we'll go for the vision one here. Because who else is usually with vision? Hulkbuster. Oh, we got Hyperion, actually. Okay, so who's the most annoying? Hulkbuster's probably the easiest. Hyperion's a little bit annoying. Aegon should be able to work, though. Angela, though, is great at punching up in these arenas most of the time. I think we could even survive a Hulkbuster Special 3 here. But this one is quite trigger happy by the look of it. Oh, perfect, mate. Absolutely butchered that 550. I really, really want a 6-star Angela so badly. That'd be awesome. Right. Do you want to get beaten a little bit here? Actually, let's not get beaten here, because we might take a special 3. Sometimes I like to get beaten at the start with Aegon matchups, just so that I can get the Furies. I think we'll save the special, just because if we do get a special... Actually, if we can special 3 him, then we can get a fat stun and win this matchup. That furious red arm slams a man down. Ah, beautiful, man. I can't wait to get Aegon Awaken, though. I really want to play around with Aegon a bit more. Just have not played him like a tool on Seatin, because we don't have a 5-star version yet. We did the 3-star rank up and gameplay video a while back, but there's some cool combos you can do with Aegon, man. Some really cool stuff. Straight in the bin. Is a single dupe on 6-star Aegon enough to consider him for rank 2? I would say so, man. I would say so. Some people do argue that a low sig Aegon is better than a high sig one. For some reason, I can't remember off the top of my head exactly. But I remember seeing a conversation about it on Reddit. So it was a little bit interesting to read, but I can't remember all the reasons and arguments yet. You know, off the top of my head, dude. So yeah, I'd probably take him up. If I had a 6-star Awakened Aegon, that'd be a good time, man. But huge congratulations on that champion. Who I used for Axix Mr. Sinister on my free-to-play. I used my 5-star maxed out version of Medusa, dude. She ended up working a treat for Mr. Sinister. I think I only had to use like 4 or 5 revives in the end. But I was prepared to use like 10, 20, so, you know, it wasn't as bad as what I had expected. Okay, we need to get the stun here. Perfect. Do you know about the Atlantean crystal and that they use coral for a 5-star? Yeah, dude, you don't want to open the Atlantean crystals. They're just if you like can't do the rifts, because they have much worse drop rates, and the lower tier crystals don't give you enough coral to get more higher tier rewards. Like they only give you 2,500 instead of 5,000. So yeah, you don't want to open the crystals unless you're so desperate and cannot complete Master or Epic. Yo, what is up, Aaron Amdo? Hope you're doing well, man. I feel like I haven't seen you knocking about in a while. Always good to see you knocking about on the channel, dude. What's that? Should I rank up my 6-star Dupe Domino? I'd go for it, dude. I'll just send it, mate. She doesn't even need to be duped, even unawakened, man. I'd take her up to rank 2. But if you've got her awakened, mate, it's a sign. It's a sign, because once you get up to rank 3, she's just gonna be absolutely mad. So yeah, I just make the commitment, mate. Yo, what is up, Poke Freak? Hope you're doing well. What I estimate your cutoff is going to be, an intermediate, it's probably going to be about 1 million or so. I think that's probably what I'm going to aim for. But yeah, I am in the intermediate bracket here. But we've done all right for the first round so far. We're almost at 200,000 points. So if we can keep up this pace, man, I can have a pretty good score by tomorrow. Shouldn't be too difficult to get that, but I need to keep up the grind over the weekend, man. And we're going on a bit of a mad session on Friday evening and Saturday, so hopefully we can keep it up all right. Oh, pardon me. But yeah, what's everybody estimating actually? Because I know there are a lot of people talking about the Darkhawk cutoff veteran chat, but it's been a while since I've paid any attention to the veteran basic arena brackets. What everybody's predictions for the 4-star basic Darkhawk? Like, I'm a little bit curious to see what some of the very knowledgeable players that we have in chat tonight feel is going to be the cutoff for Darkhawk there. What's that? Dupe Star-Lord, Dupe Iron Man Infinity War, Undupe Darkhawk, or Undupe Starkey to rank 5. You already have Ghost. Damn, dude, that's a little bit of a tough one. I probably wouldn't take Star-Lord up there. Do you, like, need any of those champions, Evan, after you got Ghost? Because I think that's the main thing, man. Are you going to, like, use any of those characters for anything? I'd have a little bit of a think about that one, because I'd probably be inclined to go Stark and Aunt Spider-Man if I was in your position, if you like had a good use for him, because he can still be awesome for all sorts of stuff. What's that? A lot of people are saying like 2.7 to 2.8 million. The cutoffs haven't been like crazy high recently. I think if you do want to be safe, you know, go a little bit over 3 million if you are in the veteran bracket. And if you want to be super safe, 3.5 plus is pretty much going to guarantee the champion, I would assume there. Do I think getting 500 5-star shards 4 times in a row in the epic unstable being shafted? Dude, you're getting majorly shafted there, Ryan. Sorry to hear about that, man. That is not a good time at all. That is literally the bottom of the barrel 4 times in a row. Gosh, that's savage, mate. Absolutely savage. You need some help on Ultron's variant. Just trying to think what some of the I remember Stark Spidey being really, really good for pretty much everything on Ultron's variant there. But even at rank 4, like Darkhawk and Stark and Aunt Spider-Man should be able to take care of business there. So yeah, I'd maybe lean toward the Stark and Aunt Spider-Man, Evan Potter, because I feel like he's probably going to be the most useful moving forward into the future. But Darkhawk, those immunities are pretty nice as well, dude. So there's a little bit of a decision to make. But either Darkhawk or Stark, whatever your gut's telling you. But maybe not Darkhawk until you get him awakened, actually. But even unawakened, Stark's good unawakened, but he does benefit quite nicely from all the additional crit from his awakened ability as well. Okay, so we got perfect series, man. We managed to get some bonus rewards and also a 20% attack boost from that one. Dude, I love these new one-day events. I think they were only introduced like a few months back as well. Because I didn't have any of the half an hour boost on WhaleMilker3000, so they're fairly recent, man, but I love them. They're such a great addition to the game. We've got Mystic Arena Battle as well, claim a little bit there, and hero use. We are not far off the unit milestone on this one. We're getting a little bit close to that, which is a good time. So let's jump into the daily quest, and I just need to grind out some more stuff, man. Might do a little bit of Act 4 as well, just for a bit of fun, mate. I need to get in some. Should we activate? Yeah, let's activate an experience boost here. Burn some energy, because I need a little bit more ISO as well. So we might as well grind a little bit more this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Why not? Who do I use for Act 6? Sinistone free to play. I use my Medusa, dude. 4 or 5 for revives of Medusa, and we managed to get him down. So yeah, it wasn't too bad in the end, mate. Seeing one of the best champions for Act 4, Maestro. Really anybody works, in all fairness, dude. The big problem you got with Act 4 Maestro is dealing with his special 1. So ideally you want champions that can stun, or like power, lock, or drain power, so that you don't have to, you know, you can avoid the special 1 where possible. That's what you're looking for. But yeah, if you let me know your characters, man, I can kind of point you in the right direction as to who might be a little bit useful. Is 6-star Electro useful? I mean, he's very good for any EMP mod nodes, because you can completely absorb the shock and turn that into additional damage, providing there's not something like poison attached to that node as well. So it's very good for the final Ultron and Ultron's Assault variant. You know, he's got some uses there. What's that? Got 5-star Hyperion and 5-star Corvus, 1 from your Grandmaster Crystal, and 1 for a 5-star. Mate, that's a pretty good result there. Huge congratulations, dude. Remember, literally the week before, a week or two before we're going to retire the free-to-play, man, we got like Corvus and Proxima back-to-back. It's just mad. And we got Corvus out of a logging crystal. It's just so crazy, man. See, I'm going for 5.4 completion. Should I rank 5 my Unawakened Blade or Awakened Aegon? Ooh, if I had to pick one, man, I'd probably go for the Aegon, I reckon. Like, Blades, he's pretty useful for a lot of the stuff, but I think the Aegon's going to have more use going into the future. So, if I had to pick one, mate, I would go for the Aegon, personally. I don't know if I've seen any videos of Aegon versus the final Ultron in Act 5, but I don't see why he wouldn't work. So yeah, we'll have to see. I don't have Medusa, but I do have an Unawakened Darkhawk, which arena to grind. You probably just want to go for the Darkhawk one, man, because the Medusa one is still the featured, so the cutoff's still going to be a lot higher than the Darkhawk one. I took my Wind Soldier to rank 4. Was that a good move? If you've got a Killmonger for the synergy, it might not be the worst move. But also, if it is a 5-star version, ideally, you only want to take Wind Soldier to rank 4 if you get like a 2015 skill rank up gem, because he's like the best option, like from variant content. So yeah, I mean, he's not bad, dude. Again, if you've got like a solid use for him and he's going to help you progress, he's not the worst champion in the world that you could have taken up. Ebony Maw is so bad that I even regret ranking up my 3-star, as he's now at the top of my list when doing arena and his attack is total poop. Oh mate, that's not a good time. That's not a good time at all. What a detriment. But yeah, Ebony Maw is just, he's bloomin' awful, mate. Bloomin' awful. Just don't know how they could have missed a champion that hard. See, and I did Realm Legends, but I still can't get uncollected. What are you what are you dying to? What are your problems? You know, if I'm willing to help you out to the best of my knowledge, but I need to know, what are the weak points, Billy Bob Don? Yeah, let me know what you're struggling with, what you're dying to. We need to analyze this, mate. Figure out why you can't get uncollected, dude. If you've got Realm of Legends, you've probably got a pretty good understanding of how to parry and dexterity there. So So is it masochism? Is it Bane causing you some trouble? What's going on, mate? An Awakened 5-star Sentinel or Awakened 5-star Darkhawk for rank 4? If I had to pick one, I don't really like playing Sentinel on Awakened, but definitely if they were both Awakened, I'd go for Sentinel. Darkhawk, he doesn't really need to be rank 4 unless you really, really love Dr. Octopus. So if you get Sentinel Awakened, he would be the better option. Or if you're a big fan of playing him unawakened, and are happy to be a bit more patient, building charges, hitting into block, then Sentinel has a lot of longevity, man. He's a champion that can go very, very far in this game, and also as a 5-star character, he's an option to the crossbones in Act 6, and that's kind of the big hurdle to unlocking Cavalier. So Sentinel, he's a good one to take up, man. You won't regret in time taking that Sentinel up, because he'll be fantastic for a lot of stuff. Yo, what is up, Justin Antonio? Thank you very much for the $5 super chat there. Yo, Seatin, how goes it, mate? Hope all is well. Dude, I ain't doing too bad this evening. Hope you are doing well as well, mate. Right, where do we want to go into? I think we wanted to go into a bit of Act 4. I've been having a bit of a snoop around in Act 4. Does anybody know? And this is a question I was trying to figure out the answer to, and I was like, why don't I know the answer to this? So this is a big question for chat right now. So, you know when you go into a quest, right? And the quest has items. Is there like a time? Is it like weekly? Is it like daily? Is it like after a certain event that the items reset? Or is the only way to reset a quest's items to complete that quest? Like, what's the answer, lads? I'm very curious if anybody does know. Because I was pondering that question myself. And I'm keen to know the answer, boys. So yeah, if that makes sense, when do the items reset? Do they have a reset over time, or is the only way that you can reset them to complete the quest? Carl says they never reset unless you complete it. So yeah, apparently that might be true, man. So is that the only way you've got to complete it? Or when a new patch... Does a new patch affect it at all, or...? I know complete works. I'm curious, is there any substance to that new patch one, or...? I'm a little bit curious. I know you're pretty knowledgeable there, John. Sorry, just reading through all the chat messages here. I bought the Invisible Woman bundle early the other day and got 4 5-stars. Mate, what is that luck? You got Venom the Duck, X23 and Ronin twice. It's a solid result, mate. Huge congratulations on that one. These Cavalier bundles, they can be very, very fruitful in the right scenario. Seeing how would an unduped Morningstar square up against Act 6 Crossbones because she's my only counter? I think she does work, but you need to like sacrifice her a few times early in the quest to get 5 souls. So you need to like special 3. Actually, is it sacrifice her? No, you need to like line the kill up well early in the quest to get the souls, because it is a pain in the ass. So I think you might need to do it like 3 times with the right synergy. You need to like get the opponent to like almost dead and then like kill them off with a special 3. Or do you just need to be in that final phase? Actually, as soon as what is it? You get a special 3. Sorry, you can't get a special 3 till they get a special 3. So yeah, you need to like finish them off with one of those. It's tricky to do, but I have seen people do it. So I'm doing a terrible job of explaining it, but it is possible. It is possible to do. I think if you've got it at rank 4 or above, because also you can turn all of his Furies into more damage as well. Might even be possible at rank 3 if you got like Boost and Suicide Masteries and 5 souls. So yeah, it is tricky, but from what I've seen, it is possible. I think there's probably some like kill videos of it on YouTube, man, if you have a little bit of a search. Because I have seen people do it. I only got 1 5-star, it's Heimdall. Should I rank him up? Yeah, definitely, dude. Heimdall's very, very useful. And you're gonna want him on like most teams anyway, especially progressing, because you got the cheat death synergy, which is crazy valuable. So it's a really good one, man. Is it possible to push uncollected with 4-star Angela, Domino, Starknaut, Spider-Man, Aegon, and Cable? You want to ditch the Cable from your team as soon as possible, because he is a disappointing champion. He's not that great at all. But yeah, 100%, man, 100% if you got the skill. So the other four champions are banging, but Cable, he's just yeah, doesn't have much firepower. So I'd have a look at other options that you might have available to you in your roster. Estimated cutoffs for Darkhawk Intermedia. I'm going like just above 1 million myself, deep. So that's the plan for the Darkhawk grind there. Yeah, Morningstar, that is a point. If you do have her Awaken, you need her Awaken for the regeneration steal. But Awaken, she does get a lot of value in that fight because you can mitigate the regeneration, steal a little bit of it, and also get some Furies as well. So there's a great combo of all sorts of bonuses there. I remember when a cheeky Brit was so happy to get Cable back in his naive days where he didn't know how to properly break down and estimate how good a champion was. I remember as well I lacked skills, and then I remember being thoroughly disappointed when it came to playing Cable, man. So it is what it is, but now I'm the proud owner of a 6-star Awakened Cable. Lucky me, mate. Lucky me. So happy. Hey Seatin, I'm in the intermediate bracket. What should I grind for Darkhawk? You want to go like 1 million plus to be safe. That's the only way, because he's a very good champion. So anything over 1 million should be good. I think generally champions in the intermediate bracket go for the 4-star basic ones about 900k to the best of my knowledge. But yeah, anything a bit over 1 million should be alright. See, and I'm going to need yours and BC's blessing for when I open 10 of the new featured 5-star crystals. I've been saving for Namor and Invisible Woman, but I'm so afraid of pulling more. Well, you know, I don't think Invisible Woman's going to be in the next batch of 5-star features, to the best of my knowledge, right? Am I incorrect there? Just trying to have a little bit of a think about that one. I think it starts at Annihilus, right? Because the last champion in was Nick Fury, so I think it's like Annihilus, Human Torch, Rodin, Cull Obsidian, Ebony Maw, and Namor. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about like getting Invisible Woman anyway. But if you get like Ebony Maw, man, at least you got the synergy with what is it? At least you have the synergy with Cull Obsidian and some of the other Black Order members. So there is a very small silver lining there, dude. Right, gosh, just got to power off the old GF for a second. I'll drop her a message after the live stream, boys. Don't worry. Your man's not planning on getting out of those good books anytime soon. Do I awaken Glaive Vision or Darkhawk? Out of all those champions, I would say that Darkhawk is the one to awaken. However, he is in Arena at the moment, Joshua, so you might want to consider grinding out Darkhawk in Arena and maybe saving your gem, potentially, would be the best play. But if he wasn't in Arena, I would say, like, just go straight for him. But the fact that he is in Arena, you know, if you got a little bit of spare time, mate, you might as well. But I just need to adjust the team a little bit before we go for the final path in this one. Right, what are we missing? Okay, we're missing a skill champion. So let's get in Aegon and Seatin. Let's go for it, mate. How can I tell what level I'm on? I hear you saying intermediate. So it's all based on like the amount of days that you've played, Reggie. So if you've played... oh, I need a mutant as well. Okay, right. Need to just sort that one out. Yeah, it's all based on the amount of days you've played, dude. So 0 to 30 is beginner, and 30 to 60 is intermediate, and then like anything above that is the veteran bracket. And you can tell by looking at the featured arena, if it's got 50 champions available, the 4-star featured one, then you're beginner. If it's got 200 available, you're intermediate, and if it's got 800 available, then you are in the veteran bracket. But just to let you know, dude, right, let's get Emma Frost in instead of Darkhawk here, and we should have all the champions for the gates that we need. Dude, I miss it when it was just, you know, good old-fashioned gates like this, eh? It's not too bad. Just bring a mutant champion, bring a skill champion. That's all you need. Nowadays, mate, you gotta bring a 5-star mutant champion, 4 5-star mutant champions. It's a bit hectic, lads. A bit hectic. Do I Awaken, Annihilus, or Captain Marvel movie? If I had to pick one out of the two, dude, I'd definitely go for Captain Marvel movie. I love her Awakened ability. It's very fun. The Indestructible is very useful as well for a lot of stuff. Who should I take up? Void or Gladiator Hulk? Both unduped. If both run Awakened, I'd lean toward the Gladiator Hulk, but if one was Awakened, being Void, I'd take him up over Gladiator Hulk. But Unawakened, man, Gladiator Hulk is still a beast. He's very useful as well for the, what is it, the second variant? Like, the XL Champions one, he's just an absolute titan for that. So he's a great champion, man. Even as a maxed out, like, 4-star, he'll just last such a long time. My worst 4-star on this account? Who is my worst 4-star? Dunno, man. It's probably like Karnak or Cable or somebody like that. I can't remember anybody that I got that's really, really bad. Got some, you know, like Old Man Logan isn't the best, but we still had a fair bit of fun with Old Man Logan as well, and he's at rank 3. He did, you know, a bit for me when he was needed, so I can't hate on him too much. Right, let's go for Miss Marvel. Do I watch the Netflix Marvel series? Yeah, I do, dude. I've watched most of them. I haven't watched Jessica Jones Season 2 or Luke Cage Season 2. But I think I've watched everything else, or Iron Fist Season 2. But I watched all 3 seasons of Daredevil and all 2 seasons of Punisher, man. And, oh my goodness, Punisher is amazing. Daredevil is so, so good. And it pains me so much that there's not going to be any more of either, so that's really, really disappointing, man, because I thought Daredevil and Punisher were just absolutely out of this world good. And if you haven't already seen Daredevil and Punisher, man, not sponsored at all, just go and watch them. Like, you'll have such a great time. I feel like Daredevil just absolutely peaks at season 3. I love season 3. It was so good. With Bullseye, man, there were so many crazy good fights and scenes in that one. And Punisher's just badass, man. There are so many like savage scenes in Punisher. Like, oh my goodness, it's great fun. It's great fun. I love the scene in Punisher season 2. I think he's like fighting some like Russians at a gym. And, oh, mate, it's just so brutal. It's just so brutal. It's great. It's great. It's proper good. So, yeah. What's the verdict on Jessica Jones Season 3? Is it like... I don't want any spoilers, man. Just like a thumbs up, thumbs down. Like, 1 out of 10, boys. You know, how would you rate it? Just rate it in any format that you want to rate it. I love Bullseye in this game. Yeah, Bullseye would be a sick addition, man. I think they could do some really cool stuff with Bullseye. So, we'll have to see. Punisher is wonderfully brutal. It is, man. It is. It's such a good time. Such a good time. Did I finish chapter 6? I did on WhaleMilker, man. We finished the completion. I'll have the free-to-play live stream up on demand after we finish this one as well. Rocky says 7 out of 10. The season of Jessica Jones is the best, but show is still the worst of them all. Interesting, interesting. Thumbs up there. Oh, cool, cool. Yo, what is up, William? Thank you very much for the super chat. Do I know a good spot for rank 5 Killmonger? 6200 on the new Alliance War map. We've been tossing him around, trying to find the best node. I don't yet, I'm afraid, William. I'm not super savvy in terms of the placement. The only thing I've been placing is my rank 3 Annihilus on the Aegis node. And Annihilus is just... well, they've taken away the craziness of that node now, with the heavy attacks as well. But that node... it was just some crazy BS, man. Crazy BS. We literally, like, blocked, like, 3 alliances from winning just because of that placement. It was mad, mate. Absolutely mad. But, yeah, I don't know about Killmonger just yet. I haven't seen a really, really good placement. I've seen Korg and Hyperion seem to do quite well on that spy aspect of War 1. But not if somebody has a magic. Who's the best science champion in this game? Oh, it's a hard one, man. A 3-way tie between Quake, Captain America, Infinity War, and Void, depending on the scenario and matchup, would probably be my answer there. I love Cap, though. Cap is my personal favourite out of all 3 of those. But I can appreciate Quake and Void, man. They're both fantastic champions. Punisher is a 9 out of 10. Punisher is a solid 9 out of 10. Arguably 10 out of 10. Just a big old Punisher fanboy me. Fantastic series, though. Yeah, dude, that node was annoying as anything, mate. It's just borderline, you know, borderline like crazy BS for certain champions. Yo, what is up, Grumpy GG? I thought this was a pay-to-win channel, Arena. What WTF are you doing, Seatin? Well, it's the free-to-play account, man, so we've got to grind it out. But my champions are just on cooldown now. We've done the first rounds, just doing a little bit of Act 4. But I just need to, yeah, finish using the energy. I think we're actually about empty now, so I think we're going to stop the live stream, give the missus a call, make sure everything's alright. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for tuning in today. Hopefully you did enjoy the casual streams. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the free-to-play Act 6 Chapter 2 live stream on demand. Now, that live stream was crazy. It starts off really, really well. We have a crazy run until we get to the champion, and then I get battered. I literally get battered for like half an hour, boys. So if you want to see like a grown man be really, really frustrated and on the edge of confusion, that stream, I'm just putting it live now. So give me like a minute and we'll sort it out, boys. There we go. Just need to make sure the tags and description and all that stuff is sorted. So we're almost there, lads, almost there. Let's go. Act 6 Chapter 2, Act 6 Chapter 2 completion. And what is up to Josh? 4-star Angela to rank 5 or 5-star Emma Frost to rank 3. Josh, definitely go for the Emma Frost, mate. Like, no regrets on that at all. She's such a sick champion and she's going to be very, very useful for all sorts of stuff when it comes to like Act 6 and also 100% Act 5 as well. So yeah, definitely check a bit of Emma Frost out, man, because she's such a crazy, crazy good champion. But there we go. So if you missed earlier's live stream, man, just putting it on demand now, 6.2 live stream. There is a link to it in chat. But anyway, we're going to end the live stream here. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. I certainly do appreciate it. Take care, lads, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.